Yeah, so
I got
don't
even
worry.
more pressure.
No, I'm really not the one to judge like the accents. I'm originally Russian, so
Oh,
I have that
great.
coming up like from time to time. Anyways, so yeah, the Hated Two name, Marc-Antoine.
It's pretty simple. I was looking for like a word play because it's something that I enjoyed, and I was like, how could we call our band? We were first called Ta Mère, which is your mom in French,
Yeah.
which wasn't a really good name, at least for a band that we wanted to be serious. So I was like brainstorming, and I said, no, what bands do I like? I like Blink 182, Blink 182, 182, 82, and I was like, oh, I got my word play.
Okay.
It's got hate in it, so it's kind of edgy. But
Interesting.
now that's like the short story. We don't have much background with the name.
Yeah, so and we chose it and it kind of stuck. We didn't hate it at first, but now it's too late to change. So we're gonna stick.
Yeah, we got like
Yeah, you guys have been together since what, 2003, I believe?
2008. 2008 or 7, I think. Yeah.
2009. That's the info.
Thanks
official
for reminding
info.
us.
Well, we started like in 2008 or 9, the three of us, and some other people that joined and left the band at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started jamming. You know, we did mostly covers when we first started. And I think we were getting pretty serious about being a band in about 2011 or 2012.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we all moved to Quebec City, and that's where we started recording our own music, which we didn't do before. So yeah, we started it like in 2008, but really more seriously in 2012 or 11.
How did you guys manage to break the ice to like with the first song that you recorded, that you've written, and
it's kind
you
of funny
knew
because
this is it?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because we didn't know that this was it because the first time we heard, well, for me, the first time I heard the actual songs that we played in the studio for the first time, it was the first time that I heard the songs. So it was like, because I knew what the guys were playing, but I didn't know, and it was so loud in my parents' basement when we started to play these songs. So I kind of didn't know. I knew where it started, where it ended, and like the parts in between. But it was the first time that we could hear what we played. So it was kind of we're kind of wow, this is we can do some music, and this is where it all started. It was like the first experience in the studio, and the first time we listened to actually our songs and have some lyrics on it and everything. So it was kind of funny to listen, do the first studio session and like listen to the songs for the first time. So it was this is how it all started, and we just kept going and keep like writing our own songs, and we keep enjoying it.
All right, so let's say to someone who's like who just heard about your band and who's just discovering you, what would be like the key songs that they should listen to like portray the best your personality of the group?
Well, I guess throughout the records, it would be like from the previous, it would be 12 the New 8, which is probably one of our more well-known songs. Also Dead Again from that record. And from the one which we just released, Lampshading, I guess it would be like Cold Call or Fallout. Help me out, guys, for the others.
Yeah, well, I think we have like a whole range of songs. Like the first records, the first EP, and the first record, it was more like punk, like fast-driven music, and we kind of I think evolved. I'm not sure is the right word, but as a band, and we wanted to have some different kind of songs and have some more texture. And for now, like as Cédric said, maybe like Dead Again and 12s and U8 were like the first songs that people could hear and listen to, and like know the parts were easy to listen to, but some other songs were more technical. They were very fast and everything. But on the new record, I think there are some songs that are the tempo is lower, and I think it's on a musical way it's easier to understand the songs. So we like he said, I think Cold Call is a good one. You got it and then you lose it is a good one too. I think we have a whole range of songs on these.
I've listened to Cold Call myself at least 3 or 4 times while
Oh, really?
Yeah, while I was writing the questions, actually, because I was like, I need to get in the mood of this band. Like, I need to feel how they are a little bit. But yeah, you have a very various like album. It has a lot of different styles, right? It goes like from punk to like soft rock, even like a little slow-mo in some songs.
Yeah.
Was it something that you guys were like working on for a long time? Did it kind of like all just come together and unexpectedly formed an album, or was it always in the works?
Yeah, well, we worked on we wrote like, I think like maybe 20 songs for the album, which not all of them are actually on the record.
Okay.
There wasn't a conscious effort to like have such diversified set track list, but we all come from different backgrounds of music, so it all just came together when we started writing it. We didn't think this song doesn't fit because the style isn't right. We just kept writing songs, and whatever worked, we just did it.
Yeah, I think we just got it together, and it was a question of feeling. I think we didn't say like we want to have a fast song, or we want to have a slow song, or we want to like Cold Call was just it was just I think it was it Cédric or Mark that was playing like the and while we were jamming. We said like, oh, this is good, and we kind of just grooved around it, and the song was built. So this is we didn't think of, oh yeah, we want to have something that could that you could remember and you could listen on repeat. So I think it's this is how the record was built. We didn't have any plan in doing this record like this way, but in the end, like Cédric said, we had like 20 songs, and we just trim it down to 11 songs, I think. But this is how the record was built. It was not meant to be this way, but this is how it ended.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to do the track list and to do the pacing, because they're also different. We kind of we ended up having a good pacing, but it was really hard to get to it.
Find it, yeah.
All right, so it was like a real creative process. I think that's the best way that songs happen. You just like, you sit through it, you start jamming, you have a little riff that you go through, and you pick it up, and you just go from there, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the feeling was a good thing too, just to jam the songs, and you know right away what works, what doesn't work, because sometimes you can have the parts in your head and you think everything's going to be fine, but then you're playing it in a real band situation, doesn't really work. So just jamming it and try to add some parts and everything while being together at the local and just jamming it, was a nice process, and I think you can feel it in the album.
All right, no, for sure. You can feel a lot of things from the album. There's a whole spectrum of emotions that I suppose it didn't come like within 1 year, because you released the latest album, well, the album before that in 2015, right?
Yeah.
So
we started writing it in 2017, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
So it took we started recording in 2018 and finished like a couple months later, and we kind of sat on the album for a bit before sending it to our current label, Hell for Breakfast. So we've been it's been a long process, but also we don't do that for a living, so we just work through it through between our different jobs and our different schedules. So yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought it was like your full-time job.
Not at all.
No.
No.
No, and it's kind of funny because the why it took so long between Purple Mountains and the new album. It was because we were all at the university. We're just finishing our things, so now we have a full-time job, but we can do this like on a part-time. But we really enjoy doing it, so it's a good thing just to have like a sideline with this and just
For
play
sure.
music. This is what we like. This is so we're doing it for fun, and it's nice to be able to share it with people and have people listening to it all around the province, the country, and the world. We have like people in Russia and everything, in Japan, listening to these songs. So it's kind of nice for a band that's doing it for fun at first. So that's how it works for us, and it's cool.
I think that's the most essential within like any artist. You have to just do it for the spirit and for your like own enjoyment and happiness, right? And then like if it picks up, well, it's because you're really good at it. And if it doesn't, well, at least you had fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think if being genuine, I think it's you can feel it, you can see it, and I think this is what I mean. We're very humble with that, but I mean we're doing it for the right reasons. I think it's not just to be there and try to pick up some fans at any price for doing what we like. So that's how we do it.
Well, if you would be offered the Nobel Prize, I'm still pretty sure that you would accept it for your achievements.
Depends.
All right. So what would be from the latest album, from Lampshading, what would be your most favorite song to play? I would say perform, but I assume you guys didn't perform it yet, except for the online show.
Yeah,
We're gonna get to that later. So what would be your favorite song to play just between you four?
I think my favorite to play is the title track, Lampshading. It's really cool to play. We weren't even sure if it was going to be on the album at first, and it really started to grow on us. And now I think it's my favorite to play live currently.
All right. Does it have an interesting guitar line, or do you like the vocals the most, or I don't know, just the drive of the song in general?
Well, the chorus is fun to sing, and the groove is different because it's in like, I don't know if it's like a waltz. It's like
yeah.
It's different from the previous song, from the other songs we do.
This was the best performance.
I'm gonna dance a waltz all alone.
Hey, everyone has their inspiration and little strings to touch the soul. So
so funny. Yeah, Mark, go ahead.
Personally, I got two favorites. Maybe Spirals, that opens the album, and You Got It, Then You Lose It. That's like my two favorite songs, just because the energy is great. When we played it live, even if there wasn't any audience, there's something special when we play that song, these songs. So they'd be my favorites. And Spirals represents like what we did in the past, and You Got It, Then You Lose It is like the evolution and where we are headed. So that's I really like this in between. And Lampshading is cool too. And I don't know if you know this, but it's a waltz, and it does. So that would be it.
Well, I can't say anything.
I'm sorry. It's an interesting irony between Spirals and You Got It, Then You Lose It, because like the evolution of the band kind of like goes with the name of song too.
Yeah, it's kind of
ironic.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, and I can't say anything better that they said like the tin, 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 like that's everything, and I agree with them. I think, and Cold Call is a very fun too. I can't wait to play in front of people. I think this one's gonna be very, very good. But You Got It, Then You Lose It. The energy, I think you just keep moving forward with this song, and I really enjoy the energy out of it.
All right. So we all agree on Lampshading. That's like an absolute winner.
Yeah, exactly.
of the Hearts. All right, I'm just going to write this down quickly. So yeah, I was saying you guys enjoy to play and not to perform because performances have been put on standby as you released the album. I believe you released it in May, right? Like 25th of May?
Yeah.
22nd, yeah.
22nd?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a big difference.
Not sure.
Well, it all seems so long ago. Like May is, sounds really far from where we are right now.
I have a strong feeling like it's so far, but at the same time, it's like starting April or March. Yeah, more like mid-March. The year has just been put on standby and it never resumed. And now it's almost Halloween. And I'm like, no, I'm still in spring. Like,
I guess we can have this time back. And it's like, oh, yeah, it was a joke. Here, like 6 months, so you can have it. And like the time just goes by. We have another summer. That would be great. But,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot really hate on this summer, though, because with all happening, I actually enjoyed the best summer of my life because I didn't work for once during summer.
Which is good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, you guys did an online show with all the circumstances. How did that go? What were the good points, the flaws? What did you like the most? What did you like the least? Let's start by the good parts first. What did you like the most, and what was more easily achievable in an online show comparatively to the real-time show?
I would say for my part, the professionals at the Lanty, it was a Lanty Bar and Spectacle in Quebec City. That's very French. Sorry for that. But it was all the people there. The technicians were awesome. The soundman was very good. We were received like we were kings. It was a very nice experience. We couldn't ask for more. The sound was really good. The lighting was awesome. So this, for an online show, for a first experience, we couldn't ask for more, at least for me. So it was in the conditions that we could get a show. This was the best we could get, I think. So I really enjoyed this part.
Right.
Yeah, I would say the same as Jean-Philippe. But for the bad parts, I think the worst of playing an online show is that awkward moment when you finish your song and there's no noise. It's complete silence, and it's very like awkward, and you don't know what to do. even when you start talking, it's like, who am I talking to? What am I doing here?
Yeah, because you still have to entertain like the cameras, and you're like, "Did you enjoy it?" And there's no one, so it's it's not really like you can feel at the end of a song when you can hear like the applause and the energy. It's always a good thing, but playing in front of no one, and the like the people there cannot do any noise, or they cannot clap or anything because people are watching from home. So.
And they're working, so they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't really care.
They're not they're not looking at a show. They're like, I'm filming. So yeah.
All right. What about you, Mark? What was your most or least?
The biggest surprise that was that there was a big lights kit, and I was surprised. I was just expecting the same old stage, a small stage with no fancy things, but there was like a huge light kit, and I was amazed. And like
they had a big stage also.
Yeah, the stage was upgraded for the most part. Everything was like bigger than usual, and welcoming was great as usual too. Like we had free beer, we had like. Normally,
the welcome was good. We had free beer and
that's it. End of it all.
That's a very important part, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like it just gets you unlocked in a way, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no
Remove
like
the
beer
stress.
tickets or like it's free. You don't have to care about like having some like everyone has 4 tickets to buy some beer. You just go to the bar and hey, I want a beer. So it's kind of cool.
But at times I was feeling like not feeling bad, but I was like, I can do it myself. I can carry my amp. I can carry everything. You don't have to, but they were like, no, that's my job. I'm going to take this and everything.
Okay.
So that was really appreciated. But overall, great experience.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like where was this venue? It was in Quebec. In
Yeah,
Quebec
yeah,
City too?
Quebec City.
Quebec City. Yeah, it's called Lanty. It's called like anti. Yeah.
L'Antichambre.
Yeah, like the first part of L'Antichambre, like Lanty. That's it.
Anti
Just
bar
Lanty.
and
Yeah, exactly.
spectacles.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you guys, oops, I almost started talking in French instead of English. But you guys
Oh,
all,
no.
but you guys already played in that venue before, or was it like your first time?
Yeah, it was
Non,
maybe our
on a déjà
20th
joué.
time.
Go ahead, Sid.
Yeah, it maybe was our 20th time. I guess we really played there a lot because it's the best venue. The best small venue in the whole province, I think.
Yeah.
Even in Montreal, there's not a venue that's this capacity, like 100 or so people, and there's not a venue in Montreal or any other city in Quebec that compares to it, I think.
Yeah, and they're very good. They're like the reference in Quebec for touring bands. We know it's maybe not these days, but bands that were touring were kind of they played like Lancy a lot of times. It's a good venue. You don't have to have a lot of people to feel like it's a party or people are in it. So it's a good thing. And Cal Emmanuel Picard, who's like the owner of the bar and of District Set, who's like booking all the shows in Quebec City, and he's doing a very good job. So it's nice to be able to play there. And
I suppose you guys really it made a difference too that you saw this venue full of people before and kind of like saw the energy, the whole interaction between public and your performance, and now that it was empty, it must have been like a very big shock, right?
Yeah, because when I sing, I try to look in the distance, but I try to look at someone in the back, so I don't close my eyes all the time. And then there was no one to look at.
So he played all the show like this.
Oh, that's an interesting technique. Do you guys have any other little tricks and cheats during performance? Like as a drummer, you must have a lot of different. I don't know. You have an isolation, like you have a lot of noise around you, right? But what do you do not to lose your rhythm? Let's say.
I'm kind of lucky. I got these in-ears, and I got the click, like the tempo in my ears, so I can like have a backbone of the beat. And normally I got like a monitor behind me, like I can hear the guitars and the vocals, but this depends. So like Cedric said, Lanty is one of the best venue in Quebec in the province. That's one of the reasons, because there's a monitor behind, because there's a lot of venues that don't have any monitors and I can't hear anything. So that's why I got like the click behind me, and I got these in-ears, like the headphones that like blocks a little bit of noise. But it get noisy, but at the last show it was kind of cool. It was the first time that I kind of got to hear the whole band on a real stage, and it was not too noisy. So it depends, but yeah, I really like the Pro Metronome. Like Pro Metronome is like my friend. So
I was just about to ask, the little clicker that you say, it's like a little metronome that you would have.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the tick, like it's like a waltz. It's like a tick.
It's like a waltz, but you have one.
We're back to this again. Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to talk a little bit about waltz, I see that you guys have a little soft side to you, maybe. So, what were the emotions, maybe, that you tried to maybe outsource through any of the songs on the album?
Marc-Antoine and me write the lyrics to the songs, and I think we have a kind of a similar approach. Like the lyrics are kind of personal, but not in in kind of a cryptic way. We don't tell things like they are. We kind of use metaphors, but for the subjects we use, it's really about personal stuff or our reactions to things that happen in the world. We're not like a band who's political. We're really like more introspective band. So that's our approach for the lyrics. Is yeah. Marc-Antoine, can you help me?
Yeah, we got a song called "Stating the Obvious," but obviously we're not stating the obvious in our songs. We're like always. We're not some guys that talk emotions at the jam space, for example, where I have no idea what's going on in Cedric's head, and I bet he has no idea what's going on in my head. But we're like talking through songs, and most of the times we talk about. Like you said, how we react to external situations, how the human behaves in social difficulties. Like most of my songs talk about social anxiety, or how to react to a situation, how to embrace it instead of collapsing. Most of the times it's related to what's going on in my head, but not. I'm not very explicit.
All right. That's what emotions are. It kind of happens in your head, and then you try to like let it out. And I suppose the best way to let it out is through any sort of art, whether you like to paint, whether you like to sing or write. So that's like my personal outlet for emotions too. I write a lot, so yeah, not interviews. Write interviews for other reasons, but yeah. That would be terrible. Imagine if reporters would write interviews based on their emotions they need to like let out. It'd be so screwed. It would be like Reddit, but all over the place. All right, I just have like a few more questions for you, and then it's Friday evening, so I don't have my beer yet, so I'm gonna go and grab one after this.
Why? Just get one. You should get one.
I'm going to, so with the COVID, the hottest and like the most lovable topic nowadays, I have to ask you guys, how did you keep the connection with your fans? Did you like involve more marketing on your Facebook social media pages? Did you put more work to it, or is it just kind of happening through the live show?
I'm gonna take the lead. So no, but well, it was the first time because as Cedric mentioned, with Hell for Breakfast, it was the first time that we were kind of supported, and we had a plan for the new record, but unfortunately the COVID happened, but at least we were able to release some new songs and release some new music, so we were able to get through. Like, it was not if the record was put out last year and we didn't have any new material or anything, so we could kept up with our fans. The virtual show was a good thing too, and we're gonna keep working on producing new material, try to keep the page alive, and try like the social media and everything. So we're gonna try to work on this, but we have some more music and more content to provide soon. So we'll try to have it be shared around the network and some other people too. So it's I think that's the main goal for the next few months and years, because we don't know how long it's gonna take. So we'll see.
Yeah, and we're probably not gonna wait another 5 years like we did to put out some new material. So there's gonna be that to look forward in the future. Some new materials in less than 5 years, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so.
But that's a very precise time range. In less than 5 years, we don't know.
It's a 5-year plan.
Yeah. But I'm glad we got a label to back us during that time, because we're not really good at expressing ourselves through social media. I mean, like I said with the lyrics, I have no idea what the guys think of my lyrics and what they think in their head. It's the same thing for me. We don't talk that much about this kind of stuff, but since we got a label, they are there to remind us, hey guys, you should post a picture, you should do this, and we're like, yeah, you're right. We forgot.
Yeah,
But
social media coordinators are definitely like framing to a good canvas. So you guys are just painting, you're letting it all out, and they need to frame it so it would be more acceptable by people who are not in the industry, I suppose. More interesting as well, more appealing. And I saw that you guys released some merch, some like t-shirts, I believe, for the latest album too.
Yeah, we have those on our Bandcamp and on the web store of the label, Band Promo, but it's on our Bandcamp as well.
All right. And if anyone would still want to watch the show to have an idea of your latest album played live, is it still available online?
We have it, but we can't share it because the person that organized the show, like the show belongs to that person. They like to the producer of the show.
Okay.
Because we had some subventions. Is that a word in English? So
money from the government.
Yeah. So
right.
we didn't produce the show, so the producer of the show has the right to the content, but I don't know if he's gonna do something with it or not. Maybe he's gonna throw it in the bin.
I know.
I don't like it at all. It was a very bad show.
But at least we've seen it and we're proud of it. Yeah, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
All right.
But sorry for the other people that didn't see it.
So, well, it was a one-time thing. It's like now or never. That just makes it like more special and more exclusive, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The best way would be to like, so I can put some references. It would be to find you on Bandcamp, and that's where you have the whole album available, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
YouTube channel too, and it's pretty much on every streaming platform.
Yeah.
Okay. So on Spotify too.
Yeah. All the usual sites.
All right. Let me see if I missed something out. I have one last question for you. Once everything goes back to normal, what we used to call normal, it's going to be a new blessing now. We don't have to wear any more masks. Every shows will be open. You can play a regular concert with applause and people you can look in the far, right? Which I know that you guys mentioned to Montreal Rocks that you would love to play with Such Gold and the Flatliners.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because they were like a lot of your inspiration before, right?
Yeah.
If you could open a concert for any of the bands, which ones would it be? Did that change, or would you still pick the same?
I think those still remain on the top spot, but also I would add like bands like Propaganda. Propaganda is still attainable, but I don't know. I would say the Foo Fighters, but it would never happen because it's too big. But Propaganda is, I think, we could do it.
Yeah, I'd vote for Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters at the Festival d'été de Québec. That would be awesome. That would be like my dream gig. But the Foo Fighters before us.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think Dave listens to CJLO?
Maybe.
Hi, Dave.
But maybe like a show like at the 77 in Montreal, like playing before like Refused or
Bad
like
Religion.
a band like that, Bad Religion. That would be awesome. But like I think Refused, it was like indie punk kind of like not punk rock necessarily like Melancholy or Pennywise or anything, but I think playing before Refused would be awesome, and I think the crowd might have a reference like with our songs, and I would like it. It would be a good mix, I think.
All right, with Foo Fighters.
Yeah, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters,
Fighters,
Refused, Bad
Refused.
Religion.
Yeah.
He hates them. Don't talk to him about Foo Fighters.
All right then. Well, I suppose this sums it up. I got a little bit of every area of your, I don't want to say lives because that's personal, right? And I don't want to dig too deep into your emotions because I have enough of my own. We all do. So I'm gonna sum it up. If you guys want me to send this one to you and you can actually rewatch it instead of the show, I can do that. If not, I'll gladly keep it to myself. And
I would like to get if you can send us a link, I would like to get it.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Is it a radio show or it's a magazine? Because the label said it was a magazine, so I'm not sure what platform are we on right now. Is it a radio show?
No, so actually,
Great.
we have a radio station, right?
Okay.
And from the radio station, we'll also have a magazine. So this is why the interview is not like as official, and I don't have like a whole setup of recording behind me, right? So basically, it would just be an interview that would be written afterwards in the magazine, and what advertised through all of our platforms of the radio as well, obviously.
That's
Okay,
great.
cool.
I was hoping it was not on radio because I would have to write a song about it because I would be pretty anxious about my English. So,
oh, please, if you write a song about this, let me know.
Please do. Like free inspiration.
Please.
The time I was on radio, it's going to be a waltz.
A waltz? Amazing. I would really want to hear it. I would have to hear it. All right, but thank you so much, guys, on this Friday evening for spending
Thanks to you.
Thanks.
a little time with me. Thank you. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.